11 and I'm back with some more messages. How you guys doing today? I hope all is well with everyone. The title is exactly what it is. Wanting to return, but doesn't know how to approach you. So we're gonna chime in on that. Give me 1 second, guys. See what we have going on here. Who up? How you guys doing? Hi, hi twin. Hi the real Cortez. Hi CDW. How you guys doing? Alright, let's see what we have going on here. Hmm. Feel like I just lost something. And I did. Hold on. Hold on, collector. See what we have going on for the late night, early morning message for the collector. See what we have going on. Let's see what's the tea. Look, first one out is hooked. Okay, so this is someone that's hooked on you. They are. This one, look at this. Grudge holder in the reverse. So if this is someone that was holding a grudge, they're not in the energy of doing so now. It's like this is over. This energy of, someone holding a grudge against you, someone is completely finished with that version of themselves. And it's like they want you to know this. But they don't really know how to approach you. They don't know how. Thank you so much, Mayo, for the gift. I appreciate that. Let's see. Hunted. So someone is hunted by the memory of you. You're unshakable, collective. And they feel like, due to how they're feeling, that that's what make you seem to be unapproachable by them. This is how they feel. They having flashbacks though. I don't know if this is someone that traumatized you in a situation or what they done that you don't know about or they think you don't know about. Is really possibly tormenting this person. The trauma that they try to inflict onto you is a trauma, is a trauma for them, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just heard it like that. And that could be the side effects of the trauma issue. Like there's someone that's hooked on you. They definitely are. Look, dirty offer, yeah. See, they're afraid you gonna feel like it's a dirty offer, and it could be. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. But in your mind, it's like you want to think about things on a positive note. But even with that, it still depends on who you have in mind. You know, who you have in mind. Somebody here could have definitely rubbed you the wrong way. They could have rubbed you the wrong way with something. This could have been a little toxic because someone was making it that way. Yep, rejected. They're hoping that you don't reject them. This person can't handle rejection, whoever they are. Hustling. Yeah, I feel like everything came to a complete halt, a complete stop. Okay? And this is the reason why this person could be having flashbacks by you or about you. It's like when they were in the energy of making it rain, focused on money and getting it, they didn't have you in mind. You could have been like the last person on this person's mind. This could be someone that tried to control you with finances. Maybe they were the only breadwinner at some point, and they abused their power. Definitely someone you were in a connection with. Bad karma. Someone here is experiencing bad karma. That's what this is. That's why they hunted. The memories, the flashbacks, the trauma, the side effects is all a part of this bad karma that someone is receiving. They can't catch a break mentally. They're mentally overloaded because they can't stop reliving what they've done or what they put you through or put someone through or some people. It could all be happening. If this is someone that was repetitive, jumping from cycle to cycle, doing these type of things, this is what got a hold on. This is what got a hold to this person. To where they don't even want to, first and foremost, they're not even in their right state of mind to work, to make ends meet. I feel like this is someone that could have went from being the head of household to a dependent, you know, and that's a part of the bad karma. Rejected, they don't want to approach you because they feel like you may reject them. This person, it's like they really don't want you to know that they are struggling in multiple areas than one, you know. Where we have drama started, yeah, because this is what they brought into your space. They brought drama into your space. They could have given you a dirty offer, you know. But at the time when they were tapped into this energy, they were blinded by making it rain, focusing on money and getting it. They didn't think that this energy was going to catch up to them in some type of way. And now it's like whatever this person did, the bad karma stole this person's mental stability. They don't even have the mental capacity to even intake any type of new information. They're afraid to chance something. They're afraid to risk something, to take the risk to approach you because the only thing they can remember is why they were doing something. That's what I heard. So this person is saying it was a reason for their actions, but again, this was all things. It was illusions. This person, look at this. You see this face? This person's mind is gone. This is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person's mind is gone. And I feel like they try to tap into the energy like, hey, I'm A-OK, and, there's nothing going on, there's nothing wrong, but this could be someone that could have been, like, quick with it, and what I mean by with it is, like, WITTED. It could have been, like, quick with it, but now is a difference in the way that, they respond, the way they take in information, their intake. I'm telling you. Look at this played out. Ooh, It feel like you may feel like they're played out, or spirit is saying that this person is. That could be because you on to the next thing. This person could have been someone that was on to the next best thing, you know, like always choosing other things or energies over you in some type of way, thinking that energies was T, you know, when it came down to you not realizing that you were T-er in every aspect, in every way. It's like they didn't see that. They see it now. Yeah, look, we have clout hungry here. How is that resonating? Says anything, does anything, make it up and dramatic. So that's the energy that they were in when they were in this energy of making it rain. This is someone that was doing nothing more but, you know, clout chasing, wanting to be seen, wanting to be noticed, wanting to be like the center of attention. And that's why it's right next to played out. The energy is played out. It's outdated. If you don't understand what played out means, it's outdated energy. And I feel like since it is labeled as outdated, that energy, this person don't really have nothing else. That's all they really had, you know, was the ability to say anything, do anything, make it up, be dramatic, be a drama starter, give dirty offers, hold grudges. You know, that's the type of wave someone was on. But it's like they giving it up though. But you know, spirit got to still give you the breakdown of why this is even occurring. But I feel like someone is tired of this lifestyle. This was some type of lifestyle. Look at this inside scoop. Okay, a closer look. I feel like this person been watching you from afar. I see a telescope here. Okay, a telescope. They've been watching you from afar, just to get a closer look, just to zoom in on you, to be up in your business. And from what they see, they realize that they're hooked on you. They realize that they don't want to be rejected by you. They realize that they don't never want you to see them in the energy, like in the light of being outdated or played out. They really don't want that for themselves. And when it comes down to you, they really that's like the last thing that this person actually want, for you to see them in that type of way. But they know what it's all stemming from. It's all stemming from this dirty offer, them starting unnecessary drama. But see, at that time, whoever this is, they were in denial about even having this type of connection to you or with you. But I don't feel like this person is feeling that way now. They learned something by, they got some type of inside scoop on you. They got some type of inside scoop. What we have, look at this, Queen Rising. I'm telling you, listen, this is what they saw. From watching you from afar, they realized that you stepped into your power, that you know you're being praised in many different areas or by many people, coming up in the spotlight, coming up spotlight. This person feel like you're in the spotlight, and listen, whatever you are is something this person been chasing for a very long time. With this cloud hungry energy here, they really wanted this energy or that energy for themselves. But instead, you were chosen for that type of energy. I mean, I feel like this could be someone that claims that they don't, you know, like the spotlight, like all eyes being on them, like the attention. But it really was a desire. This is something that someone has always desired and it didn't happen. So they made it happen. Just so, energies could want to know more, or, you know, want to be around them, want to speak to them. And now this person feel crazy for even tapping into that energy, because now they're like, was it worth it? They're saying that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't worth what they risk. Look, I'm telling you, bottom of the deck, we have love on the brain. It was not worth them losing someone that they cannot shake, that they're hooked on. Dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, but they feel like you're unfazed. Whoever this is, they feel like you are unfazed by it all. You somewhere sipping your tea, feeling tear, is what I'm getting. Yeah. Let's see what else. Let's see what's at the top before we switch decks. Cyberbullying. Hmm. You're being bullied online and they are suffering from it. See, you may have some energies that cyberbully you, and Spirit wants you to know, as a side note, that these individuals, they're not happy either. They're miserable as well. Okay? And this is the reason why they try to deflect onto you. So I don't know if you have like a social media account or some type of platform or whatever the case may be. I also do feel like this person could have been bullying you online. They didn't have the guts to tell you the things that they wanted to say, so they pretend to be someone else and speak their mind. You know, they pretend to be someone else so they could tell you exactly what it is and what it ain't. You know, coming from them though. But something about your energy lets you know that it's them, because like I said, you're unfazed and you're in this unmovable, unshakable energy. So although this person could be trying to bully you online and things of that nature, you're not bothered. It's not doing anything. It's not giving its energy the results that they thought they would get. I feel like they could be making a fake account, or they were, whoever this is resonating with. They were making fake accounts. Maybe you were blocking them. Maybe you were not responding. And if you block these individuals, they make another account and come back due to the obsessive nature, due to you not giving them the response that they were looking for. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what else we have going on here? Look, mistake. Yeah. This person want to say that, you know, they were a victim in the situation. They were misunderstood. Someone could have called you and said something along those lines, like they were misunderstood, or they made a mistake, or something was a mistake. But again, you could be in this unmovable energy. It's something about this person's energy that you always felt like someone was sending this person towards you. It's like, who sent you? Who sent you? Because somehow they always manage to play the victim in a situation. It was never what you needed to hear. Like, it was never someone taking accountability. This person was not taking accountability for anything. They were not owning up to anything. Although that semi mean the same thing, but they just were not in an energy. It's like they were incapable of saying, hey, listen, I was wrong, or hey, I apologize. This is someone that couldn't even give you a sincere apology. And the thing is, you may be done with this unfazed energy. I don't feel like you really think about this situation, and even if you do, you may reroute your thoughts and shift your focus onto something else, you know. And meanwhile, this person is stuck in this energy of, you know, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming about you, hoping that you'll open your heart. But look, we have open heart in the reverse. We have open heart in the reverse. They really don't know. They're afraid to approach you collective because you just look like you're going to be in the energy of rejecting someone. And that may be a part of their bad karma as well. Maybe this is someone that thought that you always be receptive. You always show empathy towards them. You'll always be vulnerable, you know, when it come down to them. Maybe this is what they really thought. But with open heart being in the reverse, definitely feel like this person thought wrong. That's the reason why they feel like they made a mistake in whatever this is that they did. They feel like it was the wrong thing for them to actually do. What's this cloud hungry energy, spirit? What is this cloud hungry energy? Can we know? This one? Okay. Exhaustion. Yeah. This energy tore this person up. They're depleted. They're drained. It's been a long journey. I don't know if this energy was in the energy of trying to impress someone or, you know, but they're tired. They're tired of this dramatic lifestyle. And now I feel like they want to settle down, you know, but from watching you, you're the one that they want to settle down with. But I feel like this is someone that did too much, way too much. Yep, clinging. They still holding on to you, but the thing is, you're not holding on to them. But at some point, you were holding on to this person heavily. You were. This person is holding on, obsessing, and spying on you in every way possible. If not, they got eyes on you. They have other people that's watching you for this person. I feel like you may think that it's that way, but if they had some other person or people watching you, they all were watching you. This person didn't miss a beat, you know. They wanted to see whatever this is for what it was and for themselves. I feel like they want to have a conversation with you if you're open to hear it. Some of you may be open to hear this conversation from this person, but I don't feel like you're going to say a word. Influences, yep. Because you knew the whole entire time that this person was being influenced. You knew they had attachments. You knew they had third parties. You knew about the peers that was instigating this entire connection. You knew. You also knew that this person was going to end up tapping out. And it's not because that's what they chose to do. It's because they don't have no other choice but to get it together because they being hit in more ways than one. Bad karma is here. And this is someone that realized that the reason why they're receiving bad karma may not even be so much of what they did to other people. You know, it's, it's for them being the type of person that they actually are. Because in reality, a person is only going to do to you what you allow them to do to you. And I feel like you could have allowed this person to do whatever it was that they wanted to do until you ran out of love. And I feel like this person should have never let whatever this is go that way. Especially if they knew that they were hooked on you. Especially, if something was nudging them, telling them not to do something, and they kept going at it. They kept doing whatever this is that they were doing, and they thought that you was just, that forgiving. Although you could have been forgiven, although you could have forgiven this person on multiple occasions, they thought that it was gonna be that way for the long haul. That you were vulnerable. That you will always empathize with them and sympathize with them. And they tried to keep you in a repetitive cycle of that until you broke free. It's like you broke free without saying a word. There was nothing. By the time you decided to break free, there was nothing else to say, nothing else to add on, nothing else to ask about, nothing else to chime in on. So that lets me know that in this situation, you gave you all in a situation. Well, you know, you probably kept a piece of you to yourself, but for the most part, you gave all that you were going to give to whoever this is. I feel like you still had more to offer, but once you realized what type of journey this person was on or time that they were on when it came down to you, it's like, yeah, I can't show this person that, I can't give them this part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you could have given this person everything besides that sacred part of you. You knew not to allow this person access to that because with everything else, they could have acted a plum fool with your energy. Thank you. Thank you, Jazz. That's so beautiful. They could have acted a plum fool. And you say, I gotta keep this for me. And see, they know that you were holding something back. And that was infuriating this person. They were angry that you wouldn't give them that. I feel like that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. Because they knew that by watching you go into this energy, they knew that this energy was going to lead you to that sacred part of, you know what I'm talking about, for you to explore that sacred part of you. Although you knew you had it, you didn't tap into it, because if you would have tapped into that part of you, they would have gained access to it. But you were not foolish. Like you could have even been a fool for love to a certain degree, but you were not that foolish to give up that part. And that allowed you to rise, that allowed you to step into your power, be praised, even give praise. It allows you to come up. It allows you to be in the spotlight that you may have not even asked for. But again, going back a few words, that's what this person wanted. That's why they were clout chasing. They wanted to experience that, but it was given to you. That was your gift. Thank you, Filipino. That was your gift. Let's see. Look, memories, and they can't stop thinking about. They can't stop thinking about memories. They reminiscing and dwelling, as mentioned, about how bittersweet it is because I'm telling you, they got their eyes on you. They see it. And it's making them, like I say, they don't have the mental capacity to like store or hold no new information because their mind is drained. They're depleted from this long journey of pretending. hmm Again, that's just like telling a lie. Once you tell one lie, you gotta keep lying. And once you pretend, you gotta keep pretending. It's like a never-ending cycle. And by you not budging or returning to this person or, asking them to join in on what you have going on or trying to get back with this person, you feel like they're played out or they're not worth it. This is someone that's extremely upset with influences. They're upset with attachments, third parties, and peers. They're upset with individuals that they feel like, you know, played some type of role in them losing this beauty. You very upset. They watching you. They deem you to be like this queen rising. They deem you to be charming, graceful, kind-hearted, beautiful, handsome. Take it as it resonates. And they messed this up. But now they want back in. Why do they want back in so bad? Why do they want back in so bad? This person listened to the wrong energies or they were influenced by the wrong energies to do the wrong thing to the wrong person. Confessions. I'm telling you, this is why they want back in. They miss talking to you. Somebody somebody miss you as a friend too. It's like you were this person's confidant. They could confide anything in you and they knew that. And now, without your presence in their life, and despite of all the things that they did with the 30 offer here and, them starting drama and all these different things, you never spoke on or revealed what really took place in a connection with them. You could have, but you took the high road. And that's a part of the reason why this person hooked on you. They know that they'll never find another. Honestly, I feel like even if this is someone that got around, you can be the only true person that this person trusts. Like, seriously. You were not saying things to expose this person or to embarrass this person. And you were on 10. This person, at some point, you definitely were very upset. But this situation with this person or this connection that you have with this person, even after things ended, They could have walked away. You could have walked away. You guys could have agreed to disagree. You still handled it in a modest way. And that is the reason why this person can't forget you. And that is the reason why they want to confess. They want to unveil. They want to come clean. They want to give you a message. They want to send you a message because they were wrong and you were right. But I feel like they want to tell you why. They want to, what is the confession? They're like, listen, I want to tell you why I want to start over. They want to try again. They want to go in a new direction and they want to start over. This is what this person wants. They want the opportunity to be able to start something brand new, excuse me, guys, with you. Look at this. Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion never died. Look at this. Can't make it up. Only you. It never died. Devoted. They want to be. See, what's happening is, as I look at this, the way that this came out, they want a new beginning because of the chemistry, and that's only with you. They want to try again because of the attraction that they have to you, and they want to be devoted to you on this new start. They want to go in a new direction because the spark is still there and they're still attached to you. They want to start over because of the passion that they feel and how much they crave you. Wow. That's why. Look at this. And they want to break this silence. They can't take this energy. They really miss speaking to you and talking to you. And they know that the only way that they can have this with you is if they change their behavior first. And you guys go back to the drawing board. It's like starting from the top. You understand? Something totally new. This is the type of person that you guys will have to reintroduce yourselves again. Because you've already walked away. You've already unfazed by who this person was pretending to be or who they actually were. That's not who you signed up to be with. You signed up to be with who this person first showed you they were. And if this person was pretending when they first showed you who they were, it's like either they gonna have to become that person that they showed you full time, or this is over. And I feel like someone knows that. Maybe you guys took a break. I don't know. Maybe you called it quits. But that don't mean that either one of those energies are set in stone. Like, you know, there's no chance in hell that you guys would not get back together. This is someone that needed time to grow because they were denying the mistakes that they made. This is someone that couldn't even say, listen, I made a mistake. Or mistakes happen. Or, you know, I feel like they just wanted things to go back to whatever they deemed to be normal after something was repetitive. And you couldn't go on that way. You chose the higher road. You chose to step into a different type of energy. You know, something that was more suitable for you. And maybe you don't like the fact that this person had all of these other energies and what you guys had going on. And there's no telling what this person was engaging in, what type of conversations they were engaging in with these other individuals. But whatever they were doing, I'm telling you, it haunts this person. They're hunted by whatever they were doing. Oh, yeah, I feel like they gonna go all in if you allow them to. If you allow this person to go from the top and that's the beginning, to try again, to go in a new direction and start over, this is what they have in mind with this only you energy. This commitment is clarifying the only you, devoted, attached, and crave. Somebody want to commit to you. You could already be committed to this person. I don't know how this is going for you or how it's resonating with you, but something could lead to something very promising. But the only thing is, you're not gonna just be convinced off of someone, coming clean. That's not good enough. Not for where you are right now. That is not good enough. Yeah, you could come clean, if that's what you want to do. But that's the reason why you're sitting in this energy, like, heard it all before. I don't feel like that's what you want, because you know that those can just be empty words, empty promises. They could have made promises to you before and they did not keep them. So there's no way that you're going to engage in another cycle of that, or get wooed or swayed in by a bunch of sweet nothings, because that's what it was before. It sounds good. Thank you, Chosen, for the Sunday. It sounds good, but you need that change behavior up out of this person. And maybe you gave them multiple chances to change. And they could have pretended like they changed. And after a day or so, or a week or so, or 2 weeks in, no, 3 weeks max, they were right back to who they were. And that was not your problem. But I feel like somebody made that your problem, like it was you. They could have blamed it all on you, or blamed you. And it really wasn't you. It had nothing to do with you. So that's what I feel like they want to confess, that they gave you a dirty offer and they weren't in their right state of mind. They may want to apologize for doubting you in any way, because upon watching you and you showing up like this person is like, wait a minute. I know I didn't just do this. I feel like this person don't want to be another statistic. And what I mean by that is, have something good, then do something foolish and lose it and spend the rest of your life desiring someone. They don't want to be in that category, but they don't understand what the mess that they made in the situation. They don't understand what they really did, or they didn't understand per se, but now they do. But again, you listen, whatever they did, you don't really care. You I feel like this person could have let time go by and they really should have caught you when you cared a little bit. Some of you may not care at all. Even if you fall in, like, into the energy of caring, it's like you shake that energy. Like, nah, that's not real. I don't really care. Maybe telling yourself that, because whatever this person did, they did it. And I feel like what could have gotten you the most is because you know that you wouldn't have ever did what you know that they did. And that's letting other people inside of what you guys really had going on. If you ever said something, it wasn't nothing to keep nobody going, or to get nobody going, or get nobody, in the energy of getting to talking. But in this person's mind, they felt like that's what you were doing. Or they believe the hype. They believe when other energies say that that's what you were doing. And they just started yapping, talking, speaking, saying things, and that's a no for you. That can be a deal breaker, like a major deal breaker. And now they know. Now they know. But however, this journey, it wouldn't be a journey without you. It wouldn't be a journey without this person. Due to the energy that came out here, this was some type of committed relationship that kept getting stagnated for whatever reason. And it was due to these influences. And you feel like, you know, this person played a role with letting other energies influence them when they knew what was the right thing to do in a situation or in a connection with you. Influences. What did these influences do? What did these influences do or say? What did they do or say, Spirit? Somebody could want to gift you something, or they said something about a gift. What did these energies do or say? Six of Pentacles. To not give to you equally. Or they could be telling this person to give to you equally now. Six of Pentacles. There's no one else here. So these energies, they can be haunted by the things that they... These energies are shook too. But now, it's like they're trying to reverse whatever they said. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Welcome to the winning team, winner. So, this person, these other energies is now telling this person to come in and give to you. And the only reason why they're doing that is because they see how this person is affected by, the way that this connection is going and how they desiring you. That can be a part of the reason why. And another part is because they could be scared about what's going on. But I feel like whoever these energies are, they were all for this person. They knew about this person giving you a dirty offer. They knew about it all. But now since they see the roles being reversed, you are unfazed, and this person loving you and missing you and wanting to start over and deem you to be unapproachable after knowing how you were very approachable at some point, that now telling this person to, give to you equally. But no, what is this energy that I was picking up on, Spirit? From the influences, the attachments, third parties, peers. Look at this. Yeah. To not move in your direction. This is what they were initially told this person. Not to come towards you. Not to come in your direction, or go in a different, to reroute. Go with someone else. Be with someone else. Do something else. That's what they told this person to do. And now it seems like they're trying to help this person get out of a situation. I'm telling you, this person is all... These energies are all for this person. Look at this. Four swords in the reverse. They're not sleeping at night. They be, like I said, they are being hunted too. This is my no rest for the wicked card. Four swords in the reverse. This is when you know, rejuvenating. This is when you are redeeming yourself. In a reverse, this is you not getting in rest, being restless. That's the energy of these influences. I can't make it up because of the lies that they told, the roles that they played. They could have been encouraging this person to just come in and take from you, and it could have just been your energy, but that's still stealing something major from you to either pour into them or pour into other situations. It's like they were using you through this person. Backstabbers, liars, thieves. And look, Look how it came out. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That's the energy of these influences. They experiencing bad luck. So now they know where they could be stemming from. Because they didn't tap in on everything. Like, why is my life in shambles? Like, what is going on? What did I do? I thought I did this right. I thought I did that right. But they didn't take it back a notch. They didn't think about what they did when it came down to a connection that had nothing to do with them, because they were not being supportive for real. You know, they were encouraging someone to go and give into another situation, go and be with someone else, or to simply not come in your direction, like you were not the one, or like you were not good enough. And here, you were the best that someone ever had. And they knew that all along. Look at this, Six of Swords. They knew it all along. They knew it all along, and that's the reason why they were trying to stop this person from coming into you, because they knew that you guys were going to this place, okay? Heading straight to smoother, calmer waters. This is what it is. Thank you, Raven. Well, welcome to the winner team. Winner. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yep. Knight of Pentacles. They knew that this person was either gonna be putting in some major work when it came down to this connection with you. They couldn't see it because it says stepping into your power. You guys could have been a whole power couple. So they were trying to kill two birds in one stone. Trying to get this person not to come towards you, but also to hurt this person, because they knew together you guys were going to be a force to be reckoned with. They couldn't see that happen. You know how they say, people want to see you do good, but never better than them. One of those type of situations. It's like, listen, if I want to be the first to do this, so why would I encourage you to go and do something that I haven't even achieved yet or succeeded in? Look at this. Happiness. Why would I encourage you to go be happy? For real. They knew you made this person happy, and they knew this person made you happy. The version of them that you met, the version of them that you fell in love with. And I know you know that things don't always be peaches and cream or red roses every single day. But the way that this person shift or just straight changed, you knew that something was bigger. You knew it was more to the story. You knew that. And what this is like one of the best cards in this deck, the Sun. You really made this person happy, collective, and they haven't been happy since. Look at this, Ace of Pentacles. Ever since they lost their love, they know that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And why did this come out to clarify the Sun? A major arcana. You guys were something major for this person. This was a major connection that someone got tricked out of. They got tricked out of their spot. I can't make it up. They got tricked out of their spot and ended up feeling defeated. Ended up breaking their own heart by being easily enticed, easily influenced. And you walked away a victor while they were left carrying the burdens of a broken heart. And the reason why this person's heart was broken, possibly not even so much from you. That probably didn't start happening until later, when they started realizing what they let go of. But they got their heart broken by these energies, because the moment this person moved away from you, these energies changed. And that broke this person's heart. Look at this. We had a Two of Swords. Okay? And you were free. You were free from whatever this is. or this is this person energy. Like they were blind, but now they can see. Excuse me. They were blind, but now they can see. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. They want you to put your sword down. Yeah, they do. Or they have theirs down. They want to. This is somebody that's ready to get going their whole spiritual journey. They ran from it so much, they ready to go on their spiritual journey, collective. This person feel like they being called to be like a freaking priest or something. And in order to tap into that energy, they gotta come clean about things. You know how on the movies when you will see people go to the church and talk to their priest that's always up and late at night or whatever and confess. Something like that is going on. This person, they feel like they gotta come clean. Although you may not hear everything, but for some of you, you may. I feel like this person just gonna run it. You know, when we have Seven of Pentacles, yeah. Because the reason why they really want to do this is because they feel like they invested in you. They too invested in you. They hooked on you. They're way too invested in you, and they want to invest more. Look at this, the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they ready for marriage, but you collect. They ready to take this thing up a notch. Only if you would just hear them out and believe them. That's all they want. They want you. They want you to believe them, but you're gonna believe what you see, and that's just that. You're gonna believe what you see, as you should. Don't fall for the same things you fell for before. Let this person show you. If you're going to be with this person, let them allow them to show you that they've really changed versus them telling you, oh, I changed, I want you, whatever. Because, hey, you doing just fine without all of this. Remember that. You're good without all of this. And you'll be working on better if you don't repeat the cycle. You should have already learned the lessons of, listening to what someone that was giving you empty promises and broken promises has to say. Although the tongue will be a powerful sword, we all know that that's true. But we also do too know that without changed behavior, nothing that you actually do or say is real. Look at this, 10 of Wands, burdens. You'll be saving yourself. You'll be saving yourself from this energy. Being weighed down, being burdened because you fell for some words again. Don't do that. That's my only advice to you. Don't do that. Slow and steady wins the race. Even if you want to do this and take it slow, take baby steps. You know what I'm talking about? Baby steps. Not even a baby that just started walking. I'm talking about a baby that's thinking about walking. Take it slow. Because this energy, you can't risk it. You work too hard. You came too far. And you dealt with a lot of situations on your own with God in you. You can't give it all up just to carry this again. It's like, what would you be doing? And what would all the work you put in on yourself, what was that for? What would that be for? Nothing. Look at this, 3 of Swords. Yeah. Let them show you this. Let them show you that they've healed from this. Because they could potentially, still be heartbroken over, how energies, moved away from them when once they got what they wanted from this person that was to, go in a different direction from you. And they could potentially still have to heal from that energy and you could catch a stray, or this person could be taking out that hurt on you. No, no. No. Too much to think about. Too much to think about. Anything else? Look at this. 5 of Pentacles. They want to come out of the cold. Or these two. Or this one. Oh, fast. Okay. But we got the Lovers in the reverse. Or Spirit say that one. Okay. Yeah, they want to come out of the cold. You could have. Oh, it flipped right back out. Oh, look what flipped out. Strength. So Spirit took the Lovers in the reverse and gave us strength. Y'all saw how that came out? So they want to come out of the cold fast, and they want to show you that they strong enough for you and you guys' connection. They want to show you this. Wow, that straight flipped out by itself. That was the second card, not the one on top. That was cute. Not the one on top. Let's see. Yeah. They want to apologize for sure. They really do. Look at this. Justice. At the bottom of the deck, they want to bring you justice, collective. Yep. For doubting you, for doubting themselves. They hurting over these 2 cups. They don't care about whatever this is. They want this. They want this union. They want this about you, collective. What we have. Look, there go in the, how ironic that this came out in the upright. They want this union about you. And they ready to work. We got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Coins. They ready to put in the hard work. If you allow this person to do so, they gonna do it. They coming through. Give us one more to close out with, Spirit, please, and thank you. Give us one more that the collective need to know before we close out. Yeah, 9 of Swords in the reverse. They come in correct if you allow them to. They are. They are. I don't want to show y'all what's at the bottom of the deck because I say one more, but I'm going to go ahead on to show you. Okay? 6 of Cups. This is you guys' lover. For real, for real. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Until next time, thank you guys for the subscriptions. Thank you guys for the likes. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Thank you for the gifts. Share your favorite content. Tell a friend, bring a friend. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, thumbs up that video on your way in, out, and peace, love, and blessings.